Hey baddies, welcome to Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. If this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's so wonderful to have you. I hope you will stick around. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what is up? How are you? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I really appreciate you stopping by. And a big shout out to all my returning members. Thank you so much for all your energy and resources and time that you invest in the channel. I seriously and deeply appreciate you, so thank you. All right, so today we're doing another pick a card reading. This one is all about the messages that Hekate has for you in dealing with the outcome of your magic. Okay, so this should be a really magical and insightful, enlightening reading, and I'm really excited to get into it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the cards that are your selections. I'm going to be pulling as I go today, and I will insert a little video for those of you guys who need more time to see which group you're drawn to. All right. Okay, so the first group is going to be the disco ball. What is the outcome of your magic? We're going to find out. Okay, group two is going to be the spider web. What is the outcome of your magic, group two? And group three is the dress. What is the outcome of your magic, group three? Okay, so these are going to be your three selections. Now, if you are pulled to more than one group, there may be more than one message here for you. And with all that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group one, all of you that selected the disco ball. This is going to be your reading, the messages that Hekate has for you about the outcome of your magic. What is the outcome of your magic? Um, I gotta tell you, I get some very interesting feelings with this disco ball. Normally, you would think a disco ball would be really happy, but I feel some sadness here. Um, yeah, I feel some sadness here. So let's get some cards and get into it and see what is the outcome of disco ball's magic. What is the outcome of disco ball's magic? Can I call you disco ball? Is that okay? All right. Tell me about a precious disco ball. Maybe it's because this disco ball is on the floor, and disco balls should be, I feel, in the air, like spinning around a dance floor, shining light, reflecting light, as they say. Reflecting light, right? Okay, we have, you need to do a return to sender, return that bullshit. Okay. Okay. Got a crab here. Cancer energy, emotion, lots of emotion here. Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, these two and that one. All right. Oop, don't drop it. Don't drop it, Miss Thing. Okay, shake the table. We have Lilith, independence, dominance. Oop, I just can't hold on to nothing. And we have, they are being affected by your return to sender. This energy feels very Martian in nature, very red planet type energy. Tell me more about this, the outcome here. I feel this energy of like drowning. We have salvation. We have divinity. Oh my, what did you do? I just returned it to him. Well, it landed. It landed solid. It landed solid. You know, when people are toxic like this and they start sending stuff out, Why do I feel like this return to sender really stopped the party? It really shut down the party. They may have been having a party at your expense. They may have been doing well or some kind of leveling up, or it just seemed like they were getting by with something and you were paying the price. It hit hard here. They were seeking salvation. It hit so hard. You may have turned them back to God. May have been, they may have been in church, like praying, help me, help me, help me. A horn god virility. So they're having problems with Lilith dominance here. Some of y'all also did a little something, something to make an impression, if you know what I'm saying. To make an impression. When impressions are important, and lacking an impression would be a major importance, you made one. Okay, they just can't seem to get excited about stuff, and it feels like I feel sick, but I'm not sick. They may be paranoid about being sick as well. Oracle knowledge. Poppets. You may have used poppets in your working. There may have been poppet work here. You may have communed with spirit. Okay, you may have sought an oracle in this working. I feel like this person really was hit so hard by this, they felt broken. They were like in prayer. Here's the thing. This was intended for you. So it's not like you conjured some bad stuff. This was intended for you. The infertility, the fearing so much that you return to a faith or a practice, all that was intended for you. But you returned it, and now the scales balance. It feels like there's a paranoia here as well. Let's get some toxic X-Files. It gets this energy here. They're afraid. And they fear For some of you, they know this is you. They fear you. They're like, oh, they know. They know I did that thing. They know I did that thing. They know I did that thing. Bails out when shit gets hard. They know I did that thing. And now I'm going to pay the piper. And I'm scared. Listen. This, they're paying a debt due. It's come to call. Time's up. Bills due. And this is coming from outside of the situation. That's what's fucking them up. Inception. They twist people's words and create another story to fit their own narrative. Words come back to bite them in the ass. Everything meant for the you, they're experiencing. So just think of that. The intention here. And the thing is, these things they intended for you are going to keep coming back to them repetitively until they realize that's what's going on. That's the out here. That's the out. Until you realize that this is the stuff that you meant for me, baby, it's coming back to you until you wake up. You better wake up. But I think I just want some peace, man. See, here's the problem. You have someone here, some of you have someone here who really thinks that they can just divorce themselves of this whole situation. Like a roundabout. Like, I'm just going to separate myself from this whole thing and just make space. And it will be fine. That's not how it works. You can't just say, quitsies! Quitsies, I quitsies. That's not how it works. How it works is you recognize the fucked upness of your shit. And you stop this behavior. You stop throwing stuff at people. Because there are people in the world who will throw that shit right back at you. And the more you throw at them, the more intense the throwback's going to get. Until you wake up and you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't mess with this person. Maybe not. Maybe they're being really nice. And it could go to a really dark place. But because they are in such a different headspace than the person doing this, they don't. And you do get a nice, very good. Good job. Okay, good job for you, because I know, listen, I know that it would be so easy to really do the thing, you know. But there's a choice made here to not. To return the shit until they wake up. And it really is their own ignorance that feeds the feedback, isn't it? That's pretty genius. I have to say that's pretty smart because you can't argue with that. You can't argue with like, well, it's because they're not waking up. So I'm gonna tell you, I feel like some of you have someone who's being played right now. They twist people's words and creates another story to fit their own narrative. This is what's being done to them. Okay? It's outside you and this person. This is a that person and that person situation. Okay? And bails out when shit gets hard. Okay? So, um, yeah, shit is, they're fixing to get a dose of what they may have, put you through, put others through. Um, for some of you, this may have to do with money or something like that as well. But this person, woo, boy, they are a runner. Like when things get hard, they just, phew, they're gone. They're out of there. You know, as like who I am, I don't know really even intuitively what to say much about that. Like someone who just like takes off like that. I don't know. First of all, that's a hurt soul. Number one, that's a hurt soul. Definitely. But for me, I've been on the other side of that. Like I've been the person who's been, you know, ran away from, left, abandoned. Um, and I don't know. I don't understand that. So, I it seems like for this person, when things get good, I don't pick up ones that fall on the floor. Um, when things get good, they seem to want to like bail. And when things get bad, they want to bail. They want to bail either way. Okay. The first card I have is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so the Knight of Swords has a temper. They can be a little aggressive or a lot aggressive. Okay, they can be ruthless. They can be heartless. They go after that. They go after what they want without thinking about stepping on people they don't care. Um, so let's see what else came out here. We have the Two of Cups here. We have Justice. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Sun. We have the Seven of Cups. It's the outcome of your magic. The Wheel of the Year. And we have the Five of Wands here. Okay, so here's the thing. 7, 7 is a number of alignment. I feel like this return to sender for different reasons validates your own power, number one, which really helps you kind of balance your masculine and feminine energies in a very distinct way. Okay. It leads you to enlightenment with the Sun card. It leads you to a new awareness. It feels like there is clarity coming for you in areas where you have sowed your seeds, you put in time and effort, yet you still feel very overwhelmed and you feel confused. It's an area that you have possibly there's been competition or you have fought in this area. It could be your work, it could be um, a side hustle. It could be something, this would be something that over time you have invested. Okay. Um, it feels like there has been an imbalance in your areas of like confidence. You've had some doubt. Um, and you really needed some validation from spirit. And I feel like this return to sender is unlocking some of that for you. And it feels like it comes in quickly through other people. And there is some justice that comes forward for you. Um, it's very positive, and I feel like it may be surprising. You may have your head down, working or very busy when that comes through. This may be something that you've been manifesting with poppets or candle magic, okay? You may have worked with Lilith as well, or Hekate. Now being pulled to this over here, this disco ball. Now, I feel like the message here is that this disco ball is meant to be spinning in the air, reflecting light. Okay. And like the sun shines so brightly, if you guys can see, you are meant to shine brightly. And you have grown in strength. You've grown in ability. But sometimes we don't necessarily feel that. And we have to go through things to kind of like become aware. You have to put it together. Sometimes that's how magic works. We have to put things together. And I feel that here. I feel like you have been so busy that you may have missed this part where you have grown. Hekate wants you to know that you're going to dominate in some particular area, okay? And it's very positive. It's not a negative type thing. You're going to, the areas that you compete in, you will dominate, okay? You will rise to the top. But you must own this as your own. And no, you don't have to write it down below or any of that, okay? You have to work with the idea that this is yours. This belongs to you. There's nothing more you have to do but what you've been doing. It's powerful. You're claiming what's yours. The wheel is going to turn. With the sun here, it's going to be very favorable for you. It's the outcome of your magic. And this feels like this is the outcome of, I'm hearing like a success working. So this is a different thing. Some kind of success or career working. Confidence working. if you've casted for dominance in your field or in sticking out, shining above the rest, you will stick out and shine above the rest. So make sure that you're there, you're present, you're looking sharp, because you're going to have eyes upon you. Okay? And Hekate's like, get yourself ready. Get prepared like it's now. It's not like, well, I'm getting ready. No, you are ready. Do it now. Because it's happening now. Everything's happening now. The things that you want are happening now. Not in a year, not in 3 years, are happening now. Claim your magic now. Not when the things, the deal, the whatever is that it's in perfect alignment. Go ahead and claim that shit. Go ahead and start attracting it now. You have a lot of good things to look forward to. And I feel like our disco ball is down. Our disco ball might be sad, group 1. And that is a completely valid place to be right now. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to not feel our best. But know that it's just for today, okay? And tomorrow we get up and we go on, right? Or maybe a weekend later. We're good to ourselves. We let ourselves rest. But, the disco ball needs care. But the disco ball always has to rise. It can't stay down for long because it's meant to shine, right? So always take care of yourself. And I always my rule of thumb is I try to stay, if I'm having a hard time and I need 3 days of just I'm going to eat what I want, I'm going to do what I want, and I'm just going to be how I want 3 days. And then you got to get up or go to the doctor. You got to make a choice. Something's got to happen on that, on the 4th day. We got to either get ourselves together or we got to get ourselves together. So, be good to yourself, rest, take care of the little disco ball here. All right. Okay, group 1, that's what I received for you. I hope this was an interesting reading. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from all of you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 2, all of you that selected the spider. This is going to be your messages from Hekate regarding your magic. What is the outcome of your magic? All right, so we're going to find out. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, so let's get into it. And let's pull some cards here. Tell me about the spider web. Tell me about the outcome of my group 2's magic. Tell me about the spider web. And one more. Ooh, this one wants to come out though, so we'll let that one. And then let's go ahead and shuffle these up. Okay. A couple more here. Tell me more. Okay. Of St. Lazarus. Back to life. Being healed, being helped. Saint of the poor and sick. Okay. We have Maman Brigitte, a protectress of women, justice, vengeance, healing, love. So these 2 cards have come out. You may have worked with either one of these energies. We have obstacles are being removed. Obstacles are being removed. protectress of women, justice, vengeance, healing, being healed. So there's a healing going on for my group too. Tell me more about this magic. That's the outcome here. Definitely a healing going on. Tell me more. Tell me more. Back to life. Back to life after being wronged. It feels after being harmed even. Medusa, you are threatening your enemies. When Medusa comes out, this tells me this is big. Like this is big. This may have been a justice casting or a some kind of revenge or something like that, or return to sender or karmic, or has something to do with some kind of trauma here with Medusa. Tell me more. We have someone is doing graveyard magic on you, or they are wishing this upon you. You may have felt that, or you may be feeling that too because of the trauma here. Tell me more. We're going to pull more cards for this group. You need to do a blockbuster work and protection, beauty, love, fertility, Basset. You're very protected. You may not feel like it, okay? You may not feel real protected just because of the things you've been through in your life. And I feel like with this St. Lazarus card here, I feel like there's been a lot of physical stuff. Some of you guys have been very ill, be it physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, what have you, in your relationships. You may have worked with St. Lazarus. He is very kind, compassionate, and he's a healer, and he can help bring you back to life for sure. But it feels like this is a lingering kind of pain. For some of you, like this is like a heart pain. Like this is emotional. Oh, and you're healing that. It may have been a physical pain, but also is emotional. There's some kind of emotional stuff going on here. And there may have been a casting here to heal yourself, to heal yourself up emotionally, physically, and to remove obstacles as well. Okay, blockbuster. There may have been some graveyard work done as well. May have worked with Medusa. Whatever this is, it feels like there is a rejuvenation that is the side effect or outcome of this. It's healing your ability to receive love, to feel love, and then to truly give love. So it's a very deep level of healing. This has taken a long time, okay? So you have probably casted on this, around this, and have been working on this, around this for a while, okay? This isn't just about like your ability to love other people, okay? This is your relationship with yourself, healing how you deal with yourself. Because after you remove the outward issues, okay, we'll call them that, what's left is your internal voice that at times can betray you. and say things to you that keeps you in places you don't want to be. And you have to become aware of how you have these conversations with yourself, how you block yourself, how you treat yourself like, you know, you're your worst enemy. This kind of work. You can't truly love yourself when you are so awful to yourself. Loving yourself is the foundation for all other love. People say that's selfish. It's not. To love yourself is to love another. You can't have compassion. Compassion is nurtured. You can't have compassion if you've never experienced it for yourself, you've never given it to yourself, or you've never had anyone give it to you. Compassion isn't something that's forced. You can't force someone to be compassionate, and you can't force someone to be nurturing. They happen naturally. It feels like you have had many enemies or people who may not feel or call themselves your enemy, but people who have gotten in your way. And they may be like, I don't feel like I've gotten in their way. I haven't tried to get in their way, but somehow they always wind up in your way. And it's just kind of weird, right? So this result of this magic begins to clear those energies that are just magically in your way all the time. It's just annoying is how I feel. Like these annoying things that just get in your way, and you just want to do what you came here to do, but these annoying things keep getting in your way. And with all that stuff going on within you, it's easy to kind of be like, okay, well, I give in today. I can't do it today, I'm sorry. And unfortunately, there's more days like that than there are days where you're like, okay, I'm going to do it, or I'm going to push through, or I'm going to go the distance, or I'm going to do whatever. Healing, like true healing, usually requires some kind of change. Now, I'm talking about like, not necessarily, I'm not a doctor, okay, so let me put it that way. But the healing I've experienced, in my experience, I should probably say, true healing normally it's multifaceted, okay? And it takes time, and it can be very painful. It requires change. It requires resolution to previous problems. And when you call on different energies like St. Lazarus, like Medusa, these energies often require some kind of change. You don't immediately see that, but as you begin your journey, that the spell work or the chanting or prayer or whatever it is begins, there is normally some kind of adjustment that has to happen to allow it to manifest. The change here is significant. It's monumental. And it's required, or will require, if you are asking about future magic, blockbuster work, obstacle overcoming work. Okay. However you want to put it. All right. Whatever label you want to put on that. You're going to have to open the road up. Okay. You're going to have to think about how you do your magic and how you layer your magic. Do some attraction work. Open the road. Do some obstacle work. Open the road. Do some attraction work. Open the road. Because it feels like, there's more healing to do here for many of you. And healing deep layers of traumatic things and deep layers of emotion and things like this can take time and patience. And if you really knew how long it would take, you may not even begin. Okay? So look at this as a journey to a more truer sense of self, a more truer expression of self. And a lot of these obstacles are just going to begin to vanish, okay? But you have to acknowledge the healing that's being done, even if you don't see it. Connect with the feeling of the healing, okay? You got to go through your heart chakra. You got to connect to your emotional body. You got to feel it to heal it, okay? And that's where you can move into energy of, I'm healing. I feel that, I'm healing. However that manifests for you best. That's just an example, okay? For some of you, it will work differently. Everyone's different, all right? Okay, let's get some more cards here. Okay, tell me more about my group 2. Tell me more. Oop! We have Crone, the Death card. Transformation. The outcome is transformation. Healing, transformation. There is a love that's coming, a beauty that's being born through this healing. And I want you to know that there will be people who pop up. There will be people who pop up during your time of healing, during your time of this magic working. They will pop up. They will cause problems. But they will be cleared very quickly. And more you will see how quickly they clear, And eventually they won't pop up anymore. It's a process of you acknowledging how protected you are. You have elemental magic, nature. Some of you guys have elementals that protect you, literally. Magical tools, magnification. There's something here special about your altar. There's something special here about the altar. What's special here about the altar? I'll pull from Hecate's Oracle deck. What is special here about the magical tools in the altar? I'm hearing they're blessed. Some of you have consecrated your tools. Some of you guys are being asked to consecrate your tools. If it's not to Hekate, then it's another magical being that you work with. It's going to be within your paradigm. Okay? Not my paradigm, yours. Okay? We are respecters of paradigms and traditions here. So, there is something here about elementals here. We have destruction. Ooh. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling. My stomach's growling. I'm feeling like you guys, one of the things that Hekate wants you to know is that you have a elemental or spirit. It's either a familiar or it's a spirit around you that is protective. But it can also be used in a more proactive way if necessary. Okay, it can scout for you. Okay, it can deliver messages. And I think this is a gift from Hekate. Okay. Um, it may appear as a bird. I'm seeing a bird and a tree by a window. Um, you might hear the rapping of wind as well. Also, you may see it as a figure of a woman, um, but also a black dog. But I feel like this energy can see. Um, I'm just going to say it's a seeker, okay? And then you do what you need to do to find out what that means to you, okay? If some of you have asked for the spirit, it's there, okay? It's there with you. And it is a very powerful spirit. It's a very powerful entity, okay? It's a very protective energy. And you can use this at any time. You just have to tell it or them, however you resonate there, what to do. You have to program them what to do. You can attach them if you like. That's between you and them, okay? We have initiation. The mysteries. Some of you, there's something about your altar, your tools. There's something about consecrating them and working with them. For some of you, it's an initiation. Perhaps you've done this with Hekate or another dark goddess, okay? But there is some kind of validation of this experience. Doing this consecration, this dedication, this work you've done on your altar work, whatever this altar work is, okay? It's very powerful. You may not recognize it, but your altar is now a battery. Your altar is a battery now, okay? And you can use your altar space to recharge you, okay? Because it is the space of your deity, energies, whatever you work with, it is living. Its presence is there. Don't ever doubt that, okay? And they want you to know that. They hear you pray, they hear you cry, they hear you. They hear you. This is Hekate. She hears you. She hears your prayer. She hears your cry. She sees your spell work. She sees your frustration. Some of y'all need to understand how protected you are. You don't feel safe because you don't understand how protected you are. You're very protected. Own that. Own it. Claim it. Okay? Some of you are very protected by Medusa. Okay? If you have been horribly traumatized, then you have a special place in the heart of Medusa. Look her up. She's very powerful. She doesn't come forward for everyone. You're special. It's okay. It's okay for you to know you're special. I mean, you have people wishing horrible things. Probably because you know stuff. You have secrets about people, places, and things. It's really not your fault that you have those secrets, though. They're kind of thrust upon you in life, right? You are very powerful, and some of your magical items, your altar, your tools are very blessed. And there's something about moonlight here with your altar and your tools. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups, Pirate. We have Strength, Manticore. We have the Seven of Pentacles, Gremlins. We have Justice, Valkyrie. Do you hear, like, I'm hearing, like, little noises in the house, like little scratching, little, and everybody's like, oh, it's just the house noises. Is it? Is the house making noises? I don't know. It's your house. I just know the difference between a house noise and a house noise. Some of y'all have house spirits. It's an elemental. You got house spirits. Some of you guys have been leaving out offerings for your house spirits. Okay? This is the acknowledgement of that gift, those gifts. It may be for the fae. It may be for ancestors. I'm sliding around now and seeing a table full of different things for different beings, okay? Offerings received. The gremlins, the noises I hear in the house, okay? They are the noises of the visitors, those visiting. Some of you just got, whoa, visitors. Take it as you will, okay? Take it as you will. Take it as you will. It means what it means for you. The lovers. Succubus. Some of you guys are mediums. You're psychic mediums. Okay, you see spirits and stuff. We have the Knight of Pentacles warrior. Well, I see justice and love for sure. The thing is, I don't think you want him back anyway, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, you don't want him back. It feels like the outcome of a lot of your magic really is a kind of peace in the vessel, right? Because we have transformed. We have become more than what we were before. There's an awareness here. There's gifts, and awareness is coming forward. For some of you, this elemental spirit, whatever this is, has always been there. You're just becoming more and more aware of it. That's the only difference. It's always been there. It's those kind of things, you know. It's the awareness of this strong spirit around you who's ready to defend and protect you, who you can send on missions and whatever. You just may become aware, oh, yeah, they've always been there. Oh, yes, that's a gift from Hekate or whatever, okay? It may be a familiar coming forward, popping up in your reading as well. There's this energy of you being able to move forward. No longer being like bound by the blocks that have kept you kind of locked. Like a war. See, here I'm feeling this warrior here. And I see that's a little open. There's fire. But I don't feel them, like him, her, on the outside of the bars. I feel them on the inside of the bars. Like fighting to get free. And even then there's fire on the outside. Like I feel the constant like walking through mud. And I felt this in another reading recently. Like, and I can relate to this. Like constantly feeling like you're being pulled through mud. Like you just can't get going. And if you've ever been in a mud pit, I've mentioned this before recently, you know that like you try to move up and then you get sucked down. And then you try to move up and then you get sucked down. So it can be hard. But I feel like that difficulty, the difficulties you've had really are, it's almost like you are going to have to become aware that to your right or left you choose, there is a way out of the mud pit. Okay, there's somebody who's going to put their arm out and say, hey, we got you, just give us your arm. They're going to pull you right out. That's your justice. Okay, somebody, something. It's going to say, hey, might be a fire sign. Hey, I see you over here fighting so hard. Want to help you. That's part of your justice. Something, someone, a situation is coming in to help you. Because you've done so much work alone. Now it's time that the universe, goddess, God, the magic brings in and moves things around for you where you're like, oh, okay, I see it working now. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this movement here. Tell me more about this movement. It comes after it comes in after a transformation. No reversals. We have the Six of Wands. So there's victory with it. It'll be a happy, good time. It will be a happy, good time. Probably going to scare you a little bit because you're not used to a happy, good time, but it's going to be a happy, good time. We have the moon, werewolf. They're not going to tell me anything else about it. They don't want you to know. All right, group 2, that's what I received for you. I really enjoyed doing this reading. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected the dress, this is going to be your reading all about the outcome of your magic. These are messages from Hekate. All right, so keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, so, okay, we have this really cute, like, purple dress here. So what is the outcome of your magic? We're going to see. Let's pull some cards here. All right, Hekate, tell me about group 3. Here's the messages about the outcome of their magic. Messages about their magic. Getting all kinds of different stuff here, so a few cards. Tell me about their magic. Whoop, not getting it if it fell off the table. Hekate, magic, witchcraft, ghosts, necromancy. So definitely worked with Hekate, or Hekate is definitely showing up for you. Okay, tell me more about this. Oop. You have a good heart. And we have tapping into forbidden knowledge. You may be an occultist, okay, of some kind here. You may be a high magician. You may be a Luciferian. All kinds of different practices. So you may be a Setian. We have Saint Expedite, urgent help, swiftness, manifesting a miracle. You may have cast on something that feels like it would take a miracle for it to actually manifest. It's a long shot, but you're going to do it anyway. Gonna do it anyway, so might as well. Okay, let's get some more cards here. We have life, death, cemeteries, obscenities, mama, and Bridget. Okay. We have the errands, I'm saying it wrong, are hunting them down. And let's get one more. Sovereignty, abundance, plentiful land, goddess, airy, this goddess. My tongue's too heavy, y'all. Okay, tell me a little bit more about this magic. Tell me a little bit more. I feel like there's a level almost of like, I have to make it. Like, I have to make it. This has to work out for me. Like, it's a long shot, but it's the only shot I got. Sovereignty, abundant. And I've tapped into everything I know. You have a good heart. starting to get it now. Coven, dedication. Many of you have been dedicated to Hekate. Okay. You are dedicated to her. Okay. If you're not dedicated to Hekate, this could still resonate for you, but I feel that here. You may also have worked with Saint Expedite or Maman Brigitte. I probably said that badly. I'm sorry, I apologize. You may have worked with them as well. Anubis is on the table, so I want to acknowledge all that is here. There is something manifesting for you from your work you've done with Hekate. I'm going to just refer to Hekate, okay? And it hasn't come in swiftly. It hasn't been a swift work. We have witch hunts, persecution. You've been persecuted. You've been held back. You've been pressed down. We have pentagram, talisman. But you've had your protections. But this hasn't been easy. And you know that this is a long shot. Whatever you're doing is a long shot. And you're not sure it's going to work. You're not sure how it's going to work out. I'm going to tell you a secret. This whole time we're living in right now, all of it is a long shot. It's all a long shot. All of it. Those of us who are here, real, authentic, we're all underdogs. And they're betting on us. High stakes game. Okay, we have release. Powerful. Your work with Hekate has really allowed you to release so much pain, so much misery. I see the crossroads. I feel them. It's cold there. It's like the very tip of your fingertip. You can touch the veil there. It's so cold. You met her there. She helped you release that dark moon, that dark time. It was a sad time. Black Hound 33, loyalty. It was in this place of surrender, of digging ditches. That place, that sunken place. That you redeemed lost pieces of your soul, and you fought to remember who you are. It was there that your loyalty was born. For some of you, this was born thousands of years ago. For she is more. She's more than what we've been told. You have not learned to rest easy in her care. You have learned to fear. Rest easy in her care. Understand that what you do is divinely appointed. This is a play. It's a movie. And you are here to play your part, to help others as you feel guided, to do your thing, as you feel called, to not carry things that are not yours. You're a long shot. So am I. So are many people who watch my channel. I don't know about you. I wouldn't want to be a sure thing. So you've had it harder, right? Things have been so difficult. And often you wonder why. Why, right? Well, you've been fighting to get to this release. You've had so much to release. Some of you have been, are, or going to release something that is huge. Perhaps you have casted on this. It shifts the center of your spiritual gravity. Oh, I'm not picking those up. I'm not picking those up. It shifts your spiritual gravity, your sense of spiritual stasis. You see things in a different way. We have violence. Tell me more. We have change. Change is coming in. We have 2 books. This change that you fear, that you feel with this release. It's hard to release things, isn't it? You cast on it for healing. You cast on change. You cast on wanting this, wanting that, doing this, doing that, healing this, healing that. And we know that change comes with this, right? We know that in our heart, in our head, we know. But man, when the change shows up, it can be scary. Because you think you're ready for the change. You think you're okay, right? And the truth is, you are never prepared for this kind of change. It always is unnerving. It's always something that you didn't think about. It's magic. It's always something that gives you cause to pause. But it's necessary. It's an action you fear. It's coming in. Maybe it's something that you know that you need to do. You release this energy. Perhaps you got to release someone, something, a situation. Perhaps you release something and then you need to do an action. Some kind of action you need to do. Okay? Ushers in this change. That's no reversals. We have the 4 of books here. The 4 of swords. That's a nice feeling. And then we have the 3 of books, the 3 of swords. Then we have growth. Yay. Yay. Okay. So the 3 of books. It's hard, you know. It's hard to let go and allow what's going to be. And there's heavy energy here of healing. You need a miracle. It feels like you need a miracle for things to work out for you. But what if you stopped trying to make things work out for yourself? And what if you just allowed and trusted the powers that you work with to work on your best behalf, in your best interest? What would happen if you just did that? I think there would be a lot of recovery. I think there would be a lot of growth. I think you're being asked to let go. Let go and let them. Do you believe you deserve to wear this pretty dress or pretty suit or pretty clothes or attractive clothes and go to attractive places and be treated well and live in a nice house and have nice things and whatever that means to you? Okay. Are you ready to begin to trust the relationships that you have formed, namely with Hekate? Can you trust? Stop throwing magic at it. Let it manifest now. This is from Hekate. Stop throwing magic at this. Let it manifest. Allow it to manifest as it will be. I'm going to tell you something. Some of you already, y'all need to let go of the script you have on how you want this to manifest. Because it's not going to come in that way. I'm just telling you. She's very clear. You need to wipe the slate clean with how you envision this. Let her move. You are, it's a long shot. Long shots need more space to manifest. More possibility. So if you have narrowed in, and yes, it's good when we manifest to have, exactly and dream big and be specific. But when you're a long shot, a lot of times there comes a point where you got to let go. You got to let go, and you got to let the powers that be that you have formed relationships with that know what you want, what you need. You made it clear. You're doing the work. You got to let go. And allow, be blessed by the workings of Hekate. She's working on your behalf. Allow her to turn the wheel. Who better than to turn your wheel than Hekate? She's working for you, your highest good. And it's just time to let go. Some of you guys need to take a break from casting. You need a little break. If you haven't taken one in a while, this is your sign to take one. Okay? Take a break from casting. Allow some things to manifest and then start again. Okay? Yeah, I think that's all she wants to say for group 3. That's what I received for you. I hope this was an enjoyable reading. I enjoyed doing this one for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.